Coming up, we're going to show you the Cloud Shell, a new way for managing your resources in the cloud. We'll be showing you how to, with the browser, you can use Bash or PowerShell to troubleshoot and automate your most common management tasks, and manage on the go by keeping your favorite scripts in the cloud so that you can trigger them with the Cloud Shell from any modern browser and even mobile device. So once again, I'm joined by Corey Sanders, the illustrious member of the Azure Compute team. Give him a hand, everybody. Welcome back again. We seem to have you on a lot.
That's right. Yeah, I think much to everyone's dismay, I do keep coming up and just demanding to do shows. So it's good to be back. Really great to see you all, and what a warm reception. Wonderful.
So most folks know and are familiar with the Azure portal, and it works for almost all the management tasks that you want to work with on your different scenarios. But in the past, whenever we've seen you do demos, you've been doing stuff from the command line, right?
That's right, yeah.
So if you want more flexibility, you have to install a bunch of tools. You have to prepare your workstations to make sure they all work, get all your dependencies. But Cloud Shell improves that significantly, right?
Yeah, so it's really exciting, actually. Cloud Shell, it's a browser-based shell experience running right in your portal. And with it, you can run Bash or PowerShell. And from that, you can do management, you can do deployment, you can troubleshoot right there in the portal. And so it's on the go.
Right.
And so it truly is a shell on the cloud. It's a perfect name. And it's updated by us on a regular basis. So it's got the latest tools, it's got the latest experiences, and I'm actually go right here into the portal experience and click this open. And so here I've got this open right here with PowerShell, and that's what we spend most of our time on today.
Right.
And it just takes a couple seconds and you're up and running. And we just announced this PowerShell is in preview as of today, so we'll even let you use it, Rick.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Sorry, you got
like,
That's a good sign. That's a good sign.
Okay, there we go. Now we got a bunch of claps. All right.
So for folks that are watching this, how does all this work anyway?
Yeah, so in Azure, there are thousands of containers that are basically configured waiting for you, saying, Rick, please connect to me. I'm ready to be used. These are geodiverse, so they are all over the world. So those containers, you can see them in many, many different locations. And the goal is to try and get as close as possible to you. So when you're deploying from different locations, it'll find a container that's as close to you and make it fast.
Okay.
You'll request a Cloud Shell, and once it'll connect, it'll actually mount your Azure file storage.
Yep.
So you can get all sorts of files, you can get all sorts of scripts that you may have run, and you can run them anywhere with those predefined scripts. But what's great is that this is a unified experience, runs on the portal experience, as I'm showing you here, but it also can run on your phone from virtually anywhere.
Okay, so I can do this in the portal. That's kind of obvious. You showed us how to launch that, which is awesome. What if I'm just learning about Azure? Is there another way that I can use it as well?
Yeah, absolutely. So another opportunity that we've added recently is right here in the documentation page.
Okay.
You can actually create, there's a little try it button, and we've had this for Bash for a little while now. We're adding it for PowerShell. You can go in, and right here in this experience, it logs me into my account, and I can run commands here that I may want to copy and paste here, and I can run them in and test them out right here in the documentation page logged into my account. So it makes it super easy to be able to follow the tutorial step by step right here in the browser. I'm authenticated and ready to go.
Okay, so the magic of all this is that it's completely abstracted from you. I mean, there's nothing for you to set up. It's always up to date, and all your stuff is inside of Cloud Shell.
Yeah, so let me actually go and show you a little bit about sort of what's unique about what we can do with PowerShell.
Okay.
In addition to having the tools in PowerShell, you can actually navigate your entire environment right here in PowerShell. So if I just hit dir, I came into PowerShell, you can see here this is listing out my subscriptions.
Oh,
so this is not, yeah, I do have a lot of subscriptions. So this is just your normal subscription list, but available to me to peruse with normal file commands, right? So I can navigate this. I can, let's say I want to go into the Ignite Azure Productivity. It auto-completes for me, hit a dir here. Right, I can go in, and it's going to go then get the data for this productivity list and tell me all the resources. And so if I go in here and say I want to find a specific virtual machine, then I can hit dir, and it basically keeps scoping me within the subscription list that I've got. So those are all the VMs that I created as part of my keynote demos that I did earlier this week.
Right on.
Yeah. And so what's cool about this is that not only can I navigate this and sort of see all of my resources right here, but I can actually scope all of my commands. So if I'm running commands, let's say I'm running a command that's get Azure RMVM, right? And I'm running it here, it's going to list out all the VMs that are in this list. If I go up a few options here, and I go and let's see, where am I now? Oh, let's actually go into one of these other subscriptions here. Let's go into Ignite Azure Productivity 2 and run a get Azure RMVM here. you'll see it's going to give me a list of VMs that are just in that subscription, right? And so this allows me to scope my commands that I'm running. And so this context awareness is really fantastic for me to be able to run those commands in each one of those different areas.
Okay. Now, what about other tools? Because you said you can put your scripts in there. Can you also add other tools and add other more up-to-date commandlets or stuff like that?
Yeah, absolutely. So there's a bunch of tools built in. A great example, actually, we do have Git built in, so you can just type Git and it'll allow you to run things. We have Vim built in.
Right.
And so with all these tools, let me actually show you a little bit about how you can maybe build a website or update a website or modify a website using this right here in the portal. Okay. And so let's say I built a website and I've got it up and running here. And so this is a website called Slack Invite. And what this is going to do is it allows me to invite folks who put in their email address and they can sign in and join my account. And so I'll hit join here. And after doing that, I should see this all work beautifully, and it will join this account and put this email address in. Let's see. Oh, there, it didn't. So there's actually an issue. Okay. And so what that means is that I got to go debug something, right? I got to go see what's going on. Luckily, I put my source code for this specific file, for this specific solution on my cloud drive.
Got it.
And so what I can do here is if I just hit home and go cloud drive, okay? And so here in cloud drive, I've got all these different solutions and commands, and it looks like I've actually got some executables here. And so what I can do here is I can go right into the Vim. So I'm inside, and I can see that the Slack token that I'm using here, someone commented this out.
Why would you put comments in that?
I don't know why you did this, Rick. Ruining my demos. All right, so let me go in here and go into insert. I'm going to just remove the comments.
Right.
It's very easy for me to just remove the comments here. It's very easy. There we go. It was very easy.
That works.
It's very easy. All right.
Do you know how to exit
yes,
Vim?
I know how to exit Vim. Thank you.
Just making sure.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I think I know how to exit Vim. There we go.
Escape
Gotcha.
going, yeah.
Yep. WQ.
Got it. There you go.
We're
Perfect.
good. Woo! All right. I mastered Vim right here.
Right on.
I do know how to use Vim. All right, anyway, now I've done that. So now I actually need to run a few commands here. I need to run a few commands to be able to do git, to put this into my deployment. And so first I'm going to do a git add here, and I'm going to go take that config file and do that.
Right.
Okay, and then I need to go to a commit, right? And so let me do that here. And what I'm going to do is let's just say
comment in there.
Comment.
Fix Rick's problem.
Rick sucks. Okay, and then I'll do that. That'll be internalized forever a part of this. And then I'm going to do git push Azure. Okay, and so this is all happening in my Cloud Shell, my source code right here in this cloud drive that I can get anywhere, right? And so I do that push, and hopefully very quickly, I've now updated my website with that proper config, and so you can see it's going to run it right here, launch it, and the website should be up and running. And so let me give it just a moment there. Deployment successful. Let me do a reload here. And so while that's reloading, this is, again, the valuable thing. That cloud drive, the source code that I had there, those are available no matter where I go. So that just goes with me. And so now if I go in here and say, let's go Corey1, add there, and this should work. And there you go. So now it worked. The code's been fixed all through Cloud Shell.
Nice. Now, what if I wanted to go ahead and run some commandlets in PowerShell that aren't part of the default experience? Because we only load so many of them in, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So you can do, what you normally expect with PowerShell. You can actually go and find modules and install them, and they'll actually put them into Cloud Drive, so you can get them and use them later on. So if you're looking for, let's say you want to look for the AAD module. See here?
Yeah.
You want to look for new hands to type here. Okay, so anyway, you can find your module, and then you can install them right from here.
And it goes in your cloud.
And it goes right into your cloud drive. Yep, ready to roll.
Now, this looks great in a browser, but what if I don't happen to have my laptop on me? We're all mobile device folks. What's the experience look like on a phone?
I'm really glad you asked that. In fact, what you can do here with your phone is you can run those same exact commands. Once you get it loaded up here, you can run those same exact commands right here on your phone. And so you can see here, I've got the PowerShell open up here on my phone. And so I can do bash, I can do PowerShell, I can do any sorts of commands that I want to right here from my phone experience.
Nice.
Yeah.
So what you've shown us is the experience in PowerShell. I know a lot of people watching online also potentially are going to have experience with bash, because we're a very bash-friendly environment as well. What do you show us there from the bash experience?
Yeah, absolutely. So let me go ahead and restart here and go into the bash experience. But what's great about this is that not only do you run this in PowerShell, but if you flip over and you'd rather run it in bash, you'd rather run the Azure CLI, you can do that in here as well. And so just with some very simple commands, you can spin up many containers, many virtual machines, all right here in the bash experience. And so this is loading up right now. Once that gets going, you can really run many, many different things. So you see just a simple click here in the upper left, switched over to Bash, right from PowerShell, and away I go.
Okay. Well, this is awesome stuff. This is going to make it a lot easier to go ahead and manage all your resources in Azure. And as you showed us, you can obviously do this from virtually anywhere, any kind of modern browser, and also a mobile device as well. How's someone going to go off and get started with trying Cloud Shell today, man?
You weren't paying attention? I mean, it's just like literally walk through that many times.
I kind of tune out when I'm up here, just whenever you're talking.
Okay, well, anyway, it's super easy. You just go to the portal experience. There's a really big button up here in the portal, right? Cloud Shell.
Yeah.
You following that?
That works.
You go up to the portal experience, big button Cloud Shell, and away you go. Pick PowerShell, pick Bash. You can learn it in the docs. You can do it on your phone. Pretty much anywhere you go, anything you're doing, you can play around with these experiences.
And the PowerShell experience is rolling out today, right?
It's rolling out today. Yeah,
okay.
go to town.
Well, thanks again for joining us,
Absolutely.
Corey. Really appreciate it. And for everyone else watching, stay tuned. Microsoft Mechanics is going to be coming up for more latest updates coming up. I think it's Jeffrey Snover coming up after us. I don't really know.
I think we got another one, but
Yeah?
it's fine.
We'll see what it is.
Yeah, well, right.
See you all soon.
See you all
Thanks for
soon.
joining.
Bye-bye.